Willpower is a lie, and it's the reason you keep failing your goals. Why is it so hard to start things? And why do we give up so easily, even when we want to succeed so badly? The answer is shocking. Willpower is not what we think it is. It's not an endless resource. It's more like a muscle that gets tired. Stick around because I'll share 3 hacks to make willpower irrelevant. Imagine you've just woken up and your willpower battery is full. But by lunchtime, you've already made hundreds of decisions. What to eat for breakfast, what to wear, how to reply to a difficult email, whether to give up your seat on the bus. Every single one of these choices, no matter how small, drains your willpower. Then in the evening, you sit down to write an important report or hit the gym, and suddenly nothing happens. You feel apathetic, you procrastinate, and all you want to do is lie on the couch. Why? You've exhausted your resource. This isn't laziness, it's willpower fatigue. The mechanics of depletion. Willpower is a battery. Why does this happen? Our brain runs on energy, and every conscious effort, resisting sweets, focusing on a task, suppressing emotions, fighting temptation, uses up that energy. This is called ego depletion. The idea, proposed by psychologist Roy Baumeister, is that we have a limited supply of energy for self-control. And when that supply is depleted, we become vulnerable. When your battery runs low, your brain instinctively seeks the easiest, least energy-intensive path. You promised yourself you wouldn't eat sweets, but you saw chocolate, and now your hand is reaching for it. You planned to clean up, but you sat down to watch a series instead. This isn't a failure, it's your brain conserving energy. It chooses the path of least resistance to save what's left. What if I told you it's not your fault? Numerous studies confirm this theory. In one classic experiment, students who had just solved a difficult logic puzzle using their willpower were offered a choice: eat a radish or a chocolate chip cookie. Those who had solved the puzzle were far more likely to choose the cookie. Their willpower was at its end, and they could no longer resist a simple temptation. This isn't a lack of character, it's a physiological brain response. Environment versus person, which is stronger? We often blame ourselves for a lack of willpower, but we forget the most important factor: the environment. Your environment is your second brain. It constantly influences your decisions, even without your knowledge, by creating or removing barriers. For example, you're trying to eat healthily, but if there's always a bowl of cookies or candy on your desk, you spend precious willpower resisting it every single time. And sooner or later, you'll lose. That's not a failure, it's statistics. In his book, Tiny Habits, psychologist B.J. Fogg argues, the less friction on the path to a goal, the higher the chance of success. The same goes for habits. If your phone is on the table, you'll constantly spend energy trying not to pick it up. But if it's in another room out of sight, the barrier becomes higher, and you don't need to use precious willpower. The winner isn't the one with the strongest willpower, but the one who smartly designs their environment. Ever promised yourself you'd stop scrolling, and 2 hours later, you're still on TikTok? Escaping the trap. How to get stronger. If willpower is a limited resource, how do you achieve your goals? The answer: don't rely on it. Use it wisely, not as an endless source of energy. First, change your environment. Instead of constantly fighting temptations, just remove them. If you want to watch less TV, hide the remote. If you want to spend less, delete shopping apps from your phone. Make the path to good decisions as easy as possible, and the path to bad ones as hard as possible. Second, create routines. When an action becomes a habit, your brain performs it on autopilot without using willpower. Want to work out? Schedule your workout for the same time. Lay out your gym clothes the night before, and over time it will become a part of your life, requiring no effort. Third, manage your resource. Tackle your most important and difficult tasks, which require maximum focus and willpower, in the morning when your battery is still full. Leave routine and easy tasks for the evening. This allows you to efficiently distribute your energy. Conclusion: the choice is yours, so what do you choose? To blame yourself for being weak and continue fighting a mythical, quickly depleting resource? Or to be smarter than your brain? To understand that it's not about strength, but about strategy? Willpower isn't a superpower that only a chosen few have. It's a tool you need to learn how to use. Control your environment and habits, instead of trying to overcome every obstacle with sheer willpower. Want to regain control? Start today, 1 hour without your phone. Just try it. If you can't, you're already addicted. And if you're serious about taking back control, subscribe for more content on how to break the cycle and achieve your goals.